Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have here two articles and two maps to show you what are the latest developments on the Ukrainian front. Two, actually, one in Bakhmut, where the Russians are trying to push towards Chasir Yar, that's one, and the other one is the fact, according to the Ukrainians, that the Russians are pushing on 5 fronts, most actively on Avdiivka front. So let's start, but to no avail. General Staff reported. So let's start with the Bakhmut one, and I will have a few maps also. This first article comes from Ukrainska Pravda, and it's titled Fighting Around Bakhmut. Russians trying to advance towards Chasir Yar, Institute for the Study of War. So this is Bakhmut, taken by Wagnerites, if you remember, the Wagnerites. And I will provide you with two more maps. So let's see what they say here. Geolocated footage posted on January 2nd indicated Russian forces advanced northeast and north of Bohdanivka. Chasir Yar is right here. I'm going to show you on a bigger map in a second. Geolocated footage posted on January 2nd indicated that Russian forces advanced west of Bakhmut. And now here in the south of Bakhmut, geolocated footage posted on December 30th indicates that the Russian forces advanced north of Klitschivka. Geolocated footage posted on December 30th indicate that Russian forces advanced in Kromovia. So let's go to the big picture, and I'm going to show you where Bakhmut is. The Russians call it Artemovsk, so you're going to find here as Artemov, not Bakhmut. So it's right here. This is the one. Can't go, I can zoom more than I am here, zoom in, but I will have another map that can do that. So this is Chasov Yar by the Russians. This is Artemov. This is where it's located on the big scheme of things. I would be more concerned with this little thing here, let's call it this way, or with this little thing here that's bad in Krasny Liman. But nevertheless, I can go here as well as Kupiansk. That's another in bad shape, the Ukrainians. So let's go to the other map, and this is a little bit more sensitive. I will try to be nice with it. So here is Bakhmut. This is Bakhmut, and this is somewhere here, Chasir Yar. So they try to go all around this little thing. Again, you know where this is located, since I showed you on the other big map. Yeah, in Donetsk People's Republic, or Donetsk Oblast, however you want to call it. I don't get tangled in those little details. I mean, if they're little, they're details, they're little, aren't they? Well, the Russians are trying to conduct an offensive on different fronts around the city of Bakhmut, especially towards the settlement of Chasir Yar, and heavy fighting is ongoing near the settlement of Bohdanivka. Let's say if we have here Bohdanivka, they should be over there anyway on the other map. Hey, are you gonna cooperate? I'm gonna make you cooperate, right? Now Bohdanivka was shown here, wasn't it? Right here. So Bakhmut is here, so it's going to be northwest. So Bakhmut, it must be here, Bohdanivka, right here. This is it. So Bakhmut is to the east, and this is a little bit northeast. So this is where things occurred, Bohdanivka. A Russian blogger claimed that of January 3rd, the Russian forces had advanced northeast of Bakhmut, but there were no confirmed changes on this section. He claimed that the Russian forces had resumed attacks on the northeast, and we already looked over this. Basically, the whole front, they move forward, or at least they try. I'm not going to keep you here with all this. It says that Ukrainian Ground Forces Commander Colonel General Alexander Sirsky noted that intense fighting was ongoing near Bohdanivka, and that the Russian forces were trying to advance towards Chasir Yar, so they west of Bakhmut. So the Ukrainians confirmed that one. Units of the Russian 98th and 106th Airborne Divisions and units of Russia's Northern Fleet are reportedly continuing to operate in the vicinity of Bakhmut. That's the first article. Let's go to the next one, and it's Ukrainska Pravda. again from Thursday. Oh my God, it's Thursday already. Whew, January 4th, 2024. That's how life goes, and it leaves us. We're not gonna get it back, so make the best out of it, my friends. Russian forces attack on 5 fronts, most actively on Avdiivka front, but to no avail. So let's see where Avdiivka is. I'm going to go to this map. Avdiivka is south of Bakhmut, in between Bakhmut actually, and Marinka is right here. The one that I think is already done because it's almost encircled. These guys seem not to, these guys being the Russian Sputnik, to update this, because the other map that I'm using, this is more, let's say, detailed, shows much more advancement, or whatever, advancing territory. They cover more territory here. You see this? So this is Avdiivka, and this map shows the Russians next to this main road and railway right here, but the other ones, they don't show them being over there. And these are the Russians. This is, you know, supposedly the best. And here it is. It's more closer to close the encirclement, or the attempted. They will. I mean, it's a matter of time, I think. So Russian forces are continuing their efforts to drive Ukrainian units from their positions on the left eastern bank of the Dnieper River in Kherson Oblast, and have also attempted to break through the Ukrainian defenses in the vicinity of Avdiivka, Donetsk Oblast. Now, the Dnieper River in Kherson, the Ukrainians claimed that they were able to cross the river, the Dnieper River in Kherson, in a little town of Bethlehem here, and called, I can't remember, Krinki. And then they said it was a suicidal attack, which they actually did not succeed on holding on to that. So this is north of Crimean Peninsula, just so you know where it's at. I'm gonna make it even bigger so understand where it is, in the south here. So here is where they claim they crossed the Dnieper River. This is Krinki, by here, south, a little bit southwest of Krinki, this area. And the city of Kherson is right here. So this is what I'm talking about, on this area, on the left bank of the Dnieper River. Now, I didn't find evidence that they are over there. I made a video on that one with the pictures they posted. Could have been here in my backyard by a river. I don't think so. But anyway, and they say within the area of responsibility of the Krotitsia Operational Strategic Group of Forces on the Kupiansk front, the Ukrainian forces repelled 3 Russian assaults near Sinkivka and to the east of Petropavlivka. Now, where is Kupiansk? As I told you, that's where I think a lot of, the Ukrainians evacuated their troops. That's in the north, let's put north of the combat zone, the active combat zone, or wherever the troops meet. But it's actually in the far east, I would say, of Ukraine. It's right here. This is Kupiansk. They're talking about Kupiansk, right? Right there. On the Bakhmut front, the one we just covered in the other article right here. So in the Bakhmut front, Ukrainian forces repelled 4 Russian assaults in the vicinity of Bohdanivka and Avdiivka, Donetsk. Now we talk about Avdiivka, within the area of responsibility of the Tavria Operational Strategic Group of Forces of Avdiivka, the ones that it's almost encircled. Ukrainian forces are continuing to repel Russian attempts to surround Avdiivka. Ukrainian forces are holding the line. What freaking line are you talking about? What line are you holding? What exact line? Which one? Anyway. Holding the line and inflicting significant losses on the Russians. Over the course of the past day, Ukraine's defense forces repelled 13 Russian assaults in the vicinity of Novobakhmutivka, Stepovia, and Avdiivka, and another 19 assaults in the vicinity of Sievernia, and 2 more settlements in Donetsk Oblast. So we go to Marinka, that's south of Avdiivka. So this is Avdiivka. Marinka is down here. This is Marinka. I think it's over. This is Marinka, and this is, they conquered the 3 streets that they didn't. So before, last time when I checked, it was about a week and a half or maybe like that. this right here was not under Russian control, these two streets, and say, oh, they're still defending. Defense shit, it's already done right here. What's this? Is this a city? You see any streets here? You see anything? That's where they have the streets and the houses. So according to this map, is all done. If I go to the other map, and I go from Kupiansk down to Marinka, which is Avdiivka is right here, and Marinka is down here. These guys show the same thing, you know, by that little lake over there, whatever that is, body of water. Okay, so this one, it's all done according to these guys. One of it at least. We have another one, so it's two. Let's see if the other one shows two of them. Yeah, one of them is, the other I can't zoom in more than that. So in Marinka front, Ukraine's defense forces are continuing to hold the Russian back near Georgivka and Novomikhailivka, Donetsk Oblast, where they repelled 14 Russian assaults. On the Zaporozhye front, that's the counteroffensive. Ukraine's defense forces repelled a Russian assault in the vicinity of Robotyne, Zaporozhye Oblast. Robotyne, very easy to find. So this is Zaporozhye Oblast between Kherson and Donetsk. Robotyne is somewhere down here, right here. Robotyne by the Russians. Robotyne, whatever it is by this. So this is across from Azov Sea, or the Sea of Azov, and here is Zaporozhye Oblast. Let's see, this is it. Now we move to Kherson, the one with on the other side of Kherson River, within the area of responsibility of Odessa. Forces on the Kherson front, Ukrainian forces are continuing to undertake operations to expand their foothold on the Dnipro left eastern bank. Despite Russia's significant losses in the area, its forces are continuing to try to drive the Ukrainian forces out of their positions. Over the course of the past day, the Russians undertook 9 unsuccessful assault operations. A total of 58 clashes between Ukrainian and Russian forces occurred over the course of the past 24 hours. Russian forces carried out 7 missile strikes and 58 airstrikes and deployed multiple launched rocket systems 57 times to attack the positions of Ukrainian troops and civilian settlements. So units of Ukrainian rocket forces and artillery struck a cluster of Russian military personnel, weapons and equipment, 3 air defense systems, 3 artillery systems, a radar, and 2 command posts, according to these guys. So we got, according to so far, Avdiivka and Bakhmut. Bakhmut, these guys are advancing towards Chasir Yar, or whatever that is, west. In Kupiansk, they didn't say anything that the Russians are advancing. They're talking about Avdiivka holding the line, and they're almost encircled. And in the east bank, which is the left bank of the Dnieper River in Kherson, the Russians supposedly are trying to drive the Ukrainians out. I personally don't think there are Ukrainian forces on the left bank anymore. Probably they went over there, planted the flag, and got out of that place. That's according to also a video I made based on about 2 articles stating exactly that. Suicidal mission, we come over there and we leave. We don't hold anything over there. So anyway, here are some videos that I made regarding the left bank landing, the moon landing, same thing. And this is the one on December 18th. I told you it's a lie, the Ukrainian landing on the Dnieper River left bank. Here is the evidence, This was the article I made, as I said, December 18th. Here's the confirmation, I said, and this one was on November 17th. 3 Ukrainian brigades land on left bank of the Dnieper River. Zelensky and I shared pictures, videos as quote-unquote evidence. Why? Because go and watch that video right here, the one from November 17th. I'm not advertising, but in order to see all these articles talking about the Dnieper River are garbage if you read the 1 and 2, these 2 right here with pictures and their statements, not, and then the pictures they provide is, I put my pictures like I was over there too, because you can't tell. You see a body of water and some trees and some guys landing. Where? We don't know. They claim is on the moon. Well, some other claim the same thing. Anyway, here is, my friends, an update, and as I said, Avdiivka, Bakhmut. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.